Peace, God.
Peace, black man.
On this Wisdom Equality Day.
Born, build, or destroy.
Yeah, so we gonna build, God. You know, go through a little bit of the zig and zag of the signs that we deal with. As one of my older brothers, God, you know what I'm saying. You show and prove through your walk, like the importance of preserving yourself and being preserving and dealing with these mathematics and sharing your experiences. Today's mathematics is wisdom equality. You sharing your experiences so that you can preserve not only yourself, and you preserve those who are coming up behind you.
Yeah, because everybody who this sound traveled to that really had a chance to knowledge 120, they're going to be able to draw it up in a proper manner. You see? And those that didn't, somebody love them will have to drag them along. You know, because it was a, what do I want to call it? A point of view. You know, among certain brothers, like, you know, if he can't keep up, you know what I mean, if they too slow and multiplying, you know, leave their ass and send them back. Everybody have a time, you know what I mean? And everybody got a usefulness, you know what I mean? Otherwise they wouldn't exist. You know, so instead of just running them away, or in certain cases throwing them away, find out what their usefulness is. You know what I mean? Or help them find out what's their lane for adding on. Everybody can't add on the same way. You know?
Yeah, that's a fact, God. You know.
There's a lot of stuff that I do that I don't expect just everybody to be able to do it. You know what I mean? In the way I do it. And there's things that other people do, yourself included, you know what I mean, that they so much more fitting, you know what I mean? Got such a better skill set for certain things than I do that I just know how when it's time for me to get out the way.
Well, that's interesting, God, because you know the signs of you know, like you said, you being one who had, you know, you got to know who you are, basically, at the end of the day. Like, so know what your skill set is and what you want to add on to the cycle. And as you came here and you started adding on, we gonna do this thing with the concept dealing with carpentry. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to ask you, you know, how you came about that, how you drew that science up to be something for yourself, how you went about, you know.
Well, for me, God, you know what I mean, it just came to me, right? Basically, my uncles, you know what I mean, wasn't really too mechanically inclined, you know. My grandfather was a superhero when it came to that, you know what I mean? Some of them houses that he built in 1940 is still standing, looking good.
So you say your grand old dad,
yeah,
he had this, he was building houses.
Yeah.
So that basically this science is in you already.
Right as that. So he couldn't wait for me to come along, you know what I mean? Being his first grandson. You know, he had these clumsy dudes.
So his sons didn't.
Nah. You know, they wasn't that acclimated, you know what I mean?
They wasn't proficient in that science.
Nah. One of them, you know what I mean, is he turned out to be an educator, you know what I mean? He actually turned into a professor, you know what I mean? So he was good at that. But fixing stuff, wrenches, drills, and all that, he was like Bill Cosby. You remember how every time he tried to fix something on the Cosby Show?
Yeah. You can pick it up. Right.
You know, so basically how it really started, had hurt his leg. My grandfather I'm talking about. and it was difficult for him to bend down. You know what I mean? He was finishing up a house and he was painting the trim. So he asked me to make a straight line, and I made it. All right, this was with a pencil. And then he gave me the paintbrush, asked me to make a straight line. After a couple tries, I got it kind of good. So he basically had me do all the bottom baseboard trim, because he had that little problem. He didn't feel like bending down all that in the whole crib. That's how I started. That was my first construction job.
What year was that?
I was a law guard at the time.
Okay. So this is gotta be like the guard cyphers then, right? Or,
Nah, guys, this is the guard cyphers, yes.
this is the guard cyphers, yeah.
No. Nah, guys, I was a law guard at the time. This is the equality cyphers.
Oh, pardon me. You was a law guard, okay.
Yeah, I was a law guard at the time. Physical degree. So, and then from there, you know what I mean, I had a little acclimation, and he gave me a piece of wood, he gave me a knife, he told me to turn it into a fish.
The wood, take the wood and turn it into a fish.
Yeah, with the knife,
With this
turn
knife.
it into a fish. You know what I mean? That was my little summer project. You know, it was developing a skill, and at the same time, it was keeping me out of his head. So, I did it. It came out pretty good. You know what I mean? I actually even got a prize for it. You know what I mean? At school. You know what I mean? I went back to school like, what did you do over the summer? Blah blah. Bought my little fish.
You created a little fish out of wood.
Yeah,
It's wood block.
With a knife. Yeah.
With a knife.
With a knife.
How long did it take you to do that?
Basically the
whole
half the summer, or
You
know what I
just
mean?
calmly just waking up and
I'll do some, go ride my bike, whatever, play with the dog, whatever, you know what I mean? Do some, you know. Then when I started seeing it was really like taking shape, you know what I mean? I was like, you know, I started going hard. When I started figuring out how to do the details, you know what I mean? And basically, after that, you know what I mean, he had me carrying stuff, doing this, you know what I mean? I was a little tool boy, you know what I mean, standing by his toolbox, you know, hand me this, hand me that, go get this, go get that. And basically that's how I got in, you know what I mean?
Now, one of the interesting things I thought when we went upstairs and we was doing the knowledge thing, you say you ain't need no measurement tape. You just got yourself. You got knowledge of yourself.
I got knowledge of myself, God. You know what I mean? I know the different parts of my body. You know what I mean? What's the dimensions of it? You know what I mean? I don't need to necessarily have a tape measure or measuring device. I mean, I got my own self. You know, if I know how big the different parts of me are, you know what I mean? I can tell you how big the room is, or whatever it is that you're trying to find out what the dimensions on it. You know, that's part of having knowledge of yourself.
Please. You say when you go on jobs nowadays.
Oh man, a lot of times I've been killing them crackers. You know what I mean? I ain't no tape measure, no pen, no nothing. You know what I mean? You know, they might even think I'm exercising the way I'm stretching my arms and moving my body or whatever.
All you're doing is drawing up the dimensions.
All I'm doing is just drawing up the dimensions of the space, you know what I mean, and how it go together and how much materials are going to be needed for it to complete the idea in that particular space, you know? And I walk around the room sometimes and then just give it to them. They be like, huh? You ain't got no pencil, you ain't got no tape measure, you ain't got no calculator. They're like, yo, how you do that? You know, this little Ophir girl, when I was at Turner, you know what I mean, I used to be an estimator for them. She just called me the human calculator. You know, a few other people have said that as well, you know what I mean, in my regards. And to me, it's just having knowledge of myself. You know what I mean? Applying my mathematics to everything in life.
INFMEGA did this.